Strike that killed the #1 terrorist anywhere in the world, Qasem Soleimani. Soleimani was plotting imminent and sinister attacks on American diplomats and military personnel, but we caught him in the act and terminated him. Under my leadership, America's policy is unambiguous to terrorists who harm or intend to harm any American. We will find you, we will eliminate you, we will always protect our diplomats, service members, all Americans, and our allies.
Syria could be the start of World War III, or Afghanistan.
Through a drone strike, an airstrike specifically near the Baghdad International Airport.
Perhaps bring us to war. So,
Eating ducks, what are they going to do? Fight the entire country of Iran? Are we going to war or are we not going to war?
Episode of the infographic show, what are the chances of World War III?
We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
We've entered World War III. World War III has begun, and we have a leader who refuses to identify it.
All on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere, YouTube. You can search YouTube, people talking about World War III. All of these I'm gonna get drafted.
Y'all seen all this stuff about World War III?
Already saw the news, and that news is that, we might be going to war soon. World War III.
War III is trending, Iran is trending, somehow Putin is trending. It seems like it's the end of the world already, only 2 days into 2020.
Bringing back jobs and the very fact that we might go into World War III.
But a lot of you guys are writing in, and you want to know if we're on the doorstep of World War III.
World War III, aka Operation Desert Storm Part 472, allegedly invented on January 2nd, 2020 by the United States of America when they killed Iranian General Solomon Grundy.
Friday morning, I'm sure most people are minding their own business, and then boom, on Twitter, World War III starts trending. Iran starts trending.
There's a scary possibility that this could actually be the starting point of World War III, and possibly the end of the world.
We actually far away from it, the farthest we've ever been. I know it doesn't seem like that in the news. But 2019 was actually the best year in human history. The lowest number of deaths from wars. Extreme poverty in the whole world got from 42% in 1981 to its lowest ever, 10% in 2019. Almost every disease, diarrheal, birth complications, malaria, all those nice words got to the lowest numbers ever. The number of people who can read and write is the highest ever. You got the idea. So why all we are hearing about is complaints?
People are dying. People are dying.
People are dying!
Of course people are dying, Greta. That's what we do. Isn't this a bit funny to hear from a girl who's born at the best time ever in human history, in one of the most modern, rich countries, to complain about how the grown-ups took her childhood? But how did I end up talking about Greta? Ah yes, no, forget it. World War III. As anything else, the world got a lot better in conflicts. As more and more countries turned to democracy, the more and more conflicts resolving in negotiations. Democracies just don't want wars. It's expensive. Usually the leaders won't get re-elected if the war seems unjustified, and many times they are. And what did I forget? People are dying. But who cares?
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present
man not caring.
But Russia is not a democracy, and Iran is not, and Trump is crazy. First of all, he's not.
Response to attack people on their appearance. Short, tall, fat, ugly. My goodness, that happened in junior high. Are we not way above that? Would we not all be worried to have someone like that in charge of the nuclear arsenal?
Mr. Trump.
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there. That I can tell you.
Jake, I want to give Mr. Trump.
This doesn't prove anything.
I'm telling you, they are so dishonest. Without the media, Hillary Clinton couldn't be elected dog catcher. I mean that. It's true.
I still don't think.
You could say politically correct that the look doesn't matter, but the look obviously matters. Like you wouldn't have your job if you weren't beautiful. Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Okay, he's a bit crazy. But as crazy as he is, in most aspects, the life of a citizen in the US are just keep getting better. Now, I don't want to get into a political debate and talk about if Trump is good president or not. So think about this way. Perhaps Trump is a good president and that's great. Or Trump is a bad president and our society, institutions and economy are so great that we are good despite him being president. Anyway, we should be happy. So World War III. Do we need to wait for the countless Call of Duties? Do we need to wait for Hollywood to make their money off people's misery? Do we need to wait for another one of these?
You run away from me, you silly soldier. That's right, I'll shoot you. Got him. Oh, also, in the game you don't appear to be able to open any doors whatsoever. Ah, I see you.
No, but let's break the chances of every possible conflict. United States, Russia. Won't happen. At least not a full-blown war. If there is one thing we've learned from decades of Cold War is that nukes are pretty scary. You don't want to attack a country that has nukes. I did. Right, if you are a terror organization, you don't care. If you are a country, that's a whole other story. As a country, you need to care about the people you have, even if you are a dictator. As a country, you have economy, you have other things to care about than kill Americans. United States, Iran. A war between the United States and Iran will be like a war between an elephant and a mouse. Yeah, exactly. The elephant is a lot bigger and a lot stronger, but the mouse can cause a lot of trouble. United States got to a full-blown war with Iraq. Why do you think the situation with Iran is different? Because unlike Iraq, Iran is a democracy. Kind of. The supreme leader is a dictator that's getting elected by an assembly of experts for being the most religious and the scariest. But after him in the hierarchy, there is a president who gets elected by the people. Now, I know that many people in the West blamed the Iranian regime for faking results, and they might be right, but no one can deny that the leaders of Iran are awake to the people's feeling. You can see it in the protests, the media, the social media. This is really a different story from Iraq, where Saddam killed anyone, including people who didn't sing happy birthday to him. Now, about that last option, oh yes. United States, China. The two titans clashing together for a big fight. And that's not gonna happen. China is doing great. Look at all the graphs. Numbers. But seriously, China is the second largest economy in the world, after hundreds of years being among the lowest. And they have a lot more to grow. They are getting so scary and so rich that Trump started a trade war with them. A war? Relax, it's a trade war. And it's declining. So, to conclude, some people say that capitalism won wars. And the great proof of that is that has never been a war between two countries that have a branch of McDonald's. Well, it's not entirely true. The big idea is actually, yeah, I don't think China will attack the United States because China has a lot of assets in the United States. And think about Israel, one of the most complicated places strategically and war-wise. You have Iran that want to destroy Israel from one side, and Russia, who is an ally with Iran, China, who is partially ally with Iran. Allegedly, they should help Iran to attack Israel, but they both have assets in Israel. Why do China let Iran to destroy Israel if she has a port? Yes, a port in Ashdod. It's a city in Israel. So I think the chances of World War III, if you haven't got that already, are low. Very, very low. Anyway, thanks for watching. I did a bit of a different video this time, a more funny. I hope you liked it. I really appreciate if you'll subscribe, hit the bell icon, and tell your friends about this channel if you liked it. If you didn't, well, I hope I will do better next time. Thank you very, very much for watching.